Hey guys, it's me, Cynthia Ray, back here to give you a little bit of direction and instruction for our next step challenge or accountability group. I'm just used to calling them a challenge. Anyhow, what we're going to be doing next, starting on Monday, is we're going to be starting off with our 10 or 21 day reset cleanse. Just depends on how many days you want to go and how much cleansing you want to do. So at the 10-day mark, each of you guys will get the opportunity to decide which part of the crossroads you're going to take, if you're going to finish out at 10 days or if you're going to continue on up to 21. Honestly, in the past, typically, most people think they're going to do 10 and end up feeling so great and feeling like they're in the groove of what we're doing, and they feel best with doing the 21 day. So it's definitely doable, and you may surprise yourself with that. So that's an option. But what I do want to show you is the manual that I emailed to all of you and just kind of go through it to give you a more detailed explanation of what exactly this entails. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so here is the manual that each of you received. And the first page here is basically a sample meal plan of some ideas of what you can choose to eat from, and some sample meals. Against the sample, you can use it and follow it to a T, or you can just use it as an idea. You can pick and choose some meal ideas here. However, the thing I would recommend you doing is for sure using the duration between snacks and meals as something that you want to follow. So that way you're eating throughout the day and getting plenty of energy. A lot of times when people eat vegan or plant-based for the first time, they think, oh no, where am I going to get my protein, or how am I going to be satisfied? And really what ends up happening is that's not the case. Almost everybody feels satisfied. And if they're not, it's just because they're not eating enough. But there's going to be plenty of opportunity to get enough food. There isn't any particular calorie restriction. I want you all to eat when you're hungry and discontinue eating when you're satisfied. And that should be simple enough. For some, it might take some practice and getting used to, but it's a very basic concept that will still get you great results as long as you're eating throughout the day and doing exercise. Okay, so that's the meal plan. And then the next page here is the nitty-gritty. It's the food choices that you get during this cleanse. So I'm going to go through each category with you and explain to you what you're going to be doing. So vegetables is the first food category, and vegetables is the easiest because this is the one where you get to eat pretty much any veggies that you like. There really isn't anything that's unallowed. However, there are some vegetables that I would recommend that you eat that are from a organic grocer or just organic at the grocery store. So usually it's the ones with a soft peel, like squash or corn. That's not really soft peel, but squash, corn, lettuces are really great to get organic. Let's see what else. There's a whole list that I can actually provide for you of ideal organic things, and I'll put that on their group page as well. And then the next category is fruit. So fruit, of course, is a whole food also. It's plant-based. But what you want to do is you want to eat half the amount of fruit as you do vegetables. We're going to get carbohydrates from plenty of other sources. So limit your fruit to maybe 1 or 2 servings a day. And legumes and grains. Legumes and grains are where we're going to get our protein from. So this is our plant-based protein. Legumes are things like green peas, lentils, peas, pinto, and black beans, or any other kind of beans that you may like. And then also our grain is going to be quinoa. So these are, that particular grain, quinoa, is has no gluten, and it's wheat-free. So that's why that one is there. Oils and fats. The oils and fats are pretty explanatory. You get to enjoy avocado butter, real butter that's unsalted, coconut oil, it's a typo here, it's supposed to be organic, flaxseed oil, ghee, which is a type of clarified butter, grapeseed oil, olive oil, pumpkin seed butter, sesame seed oil, and tahini, which is really great as a salad dressing that you can put on your food. And here are protein sources. We can do the protein sources for animal comes in at, if you're doing the 10-day cleanse, it's going to start at day 7. If you're going to do the 21-day cleanse, animal protein gets reintroduced on day 11 and then goes on till the end of the cleanse. So here's some ideas of some protein sources. It's a good idea to get your meats, whether it's beef, fish, poultry, eggs, whatever you prefer, or pork, whatever you prefer, to get those grass-fed or wild-caught or organic free-range eggs for the best nutrients. And like it says here, no cured, smoked, or lunch meats. So that's something that you also want to take a look at. However, you can have lunch meats that are nitrate-free and natural. So here's some more examples of those. And then scrolling down some more, we have our broths: chicken broth, beef broth, and vegetable broth. I like to use those to cook my quinoa in. Flour, coconut flour you can use. For dairy-free milk, you get to have coconut milk, hemp milk, or quinoa milk. There's so many milk varieties available now, and those are the best. I'm even considering goat milk. That's an option for you. That's very mild and easy on our digestive system. So if that's an option for you, that's available. Also, goat milk, goat cheese is an option too. Okay, and the miscellaneous items: baking soda, baking powder, curry paste, Dijon mustard, seaweed, and vanilla extract are a few of the miscellaneous items. And then we get raw seeds, so no nuts, but we do get seeds. So here's a variety of seeds: flaxseed, chia seeds, hemp seeds, poppy seeds, pumpkin seeds, and sesame seeds. If you do the flax seeds and put them in a smoothie or just eat them, it's best to get flax meal where it's already ground up, so that way your body can absorb the nutrients more readily when you eat it. The other seeds, you can eat them whole, and that's fine. And then Shakeology is just a smoothie powder that I recommend for a supplement if you want to use that in the morning for breakfast, which with this particular meal plan is easiest, especially when you're starting out. It's really challenging for breakfast as far as the foods we have available in this cleanse. So Shakeology may be a good option for you. If this one you have to order online. So if you want to order this, that would be ideal. For flavor and for nutrients, it's nutrition packed. It took me over a year searching for a variety of different powder supplements to use in my practice, and came across this one and looked with a fine-tooth comb through the nutrition label, and found this one to be the most pure and comprehensive as far as nutrients goes. So, however, if you do feel like you need to get one in the store, the other one I can recommend is Vega, and that they also have a product that's similar. I think it's called Vega Complete. We have that at home sometimes if I don't have any Shakeology on hand. However, I have to say that the taste isn't nearly as good. So, but that is an option. I know I get that usually either at Whole Foods or at Lassen's grocery store in our area. So you can use these two as an option. Another great breakfast item that I've been using with this cleanse is I'll do like coconut milk yogurt sprinkled with some organic frozen fruit like berries and things, and then sprinkling on top some ground flaxseed, which is a pretty tasty breakfast, kind of like a yogurt parfait. So that's an option. And then some quinoa hot cereal, quinoa cold cereal. There's a few descriptions and recommendations in your breakfast section of your meal plan for breakfast ideas. Anyway, for spices, so we have all the spices are fine. Sugars and sweeteners, if you want to make something a little sweet, you can add some banana to it. You actually can make some really great banana ice cream that I have a great recipe for. Dates are really good as a sweetener. You can make a great coconut milk date shake that I have a recipe for. And then whole leaf stevia if you want that for your tea. Also, down here, we have water, 3 liters per day at minimum, and I'll make recommendations for that as we go in our group for each of you. And then vinegar is totally okay. Apple cider vinegar, balsamic, red wine vinegar, and white wine vinegar are great for salads with some olive oil. And however, for this cleanse, we are going to refrain from the following items. Of course, alcohol, tobacco, caffeine, or other stimulants. Make sure to taper off, especially the caffeine, before you begin this program to lessen your potential of getting a headache. So make sure that you're careful with that. And then also nuts, dairy, eggs, grains are things that we're going to be taking out until we begin the reintroduction of animal protein. Let's see here. We have processed or refined foods, of course, we're going to be eliminating. And then as far as exercise goes, here's some recommendations. I'm going to be getting more specific with this during the group itself and coaching you through exactly what to do for exercise, but I definitely always recommend a HIIT style of exercise for best results. Science shows and still shows over the years that this type of exercise, high intensity interval training, is most effective and most efficient. I'm a firm believer in high intensity, low duration or time exercising. And of course, within your fitness level or ability, it, like I said here, essentially torches stored fat and strength, increases strength gains and weight loss. And of course, enhances and increases your cardiovascular system. So those are all great things. And then down here is just some ideas of what you can do for a sample HIIT workout and cardiovascular training workout here. And so basically what you do is you would warm up for 5 minutes, and then you would cycle your intensity of exercise from 1 minute of high intensity, and then followed by another minute of low intensity exercise, and then with a gradual cool down. And then you also, here's some ideas of some strength and cardio intervals. You can do some body weight exercises with cardiovascular activity as a HIIT workout. And so you can do that. And then also, of course, the Beachbody programs are amazing. If you don't feel like you want to do it on your own, but you love the idea of a group and some fun energy and music, this is an option, something that I do daily and pretty much am hooked on and enjoy. So there's options of what you can do. And at the very end, there's some recipes. I'll let you look at those on your own. So what I'd like you to do is create a recipe, a grocery list based on the recipes that we have and the meal plan that I sent you. Head over to the grocery store, and I know that between Lawson's and Trader Joe's, you'll find everything that you need for this group. And I'm here if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any questions about any more details. I'm sure there's things that I might have forgotten that you may have questions about. So I'm here. Just let me know, and happy shopping. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.